and welcome to the 12th video lecture of Principles of Marketing Semester 1 Module number 1. In today's video lecture, we are going to start with where we had left off in a previous video lecture, that is marketing environment, macro environment. In a previous video lecture, we had covered the first two alphabet of this acronym, if we can call it PE, political, economic. We in today's video lecture we shall see the next two uh, alphabet, that is ST, that is socio-cultural and technological environment. So socio-cultural, socio, that is social, and cultural environment. So what is this? The socio-cultural forces link to factors that affect society's basic values, preferences, and behavior. The basis for these factors is formed by the fact that people are part of a society and cultural group that shape their beliefs and their values. Some of the social cultural factors that we see in today's environment or today's life is the changing family structure. Now, what do we mean by family structure? Earlier in, or maybe in some days ago, or maybe some places even now, you may find joint family system where people stay, that is their uncles, aunts, all together they stay in one home. They had big family, normally 20, 25, or even 30 people in a family. Such kind of a system is very quickly dwindling, and in urban areas at least, it is very difficult to find such kind of family structure. Now we have very smaller families or nuclear families where we have the husband, wife, and their two children, or maybe even one child. So the family structure has changed immensely over time, and this results in changing socio-cultural environment, and thus there is a change in the way we have to market to our people, that is our customers. One more change that we have seen in socio-cultural environment is the change in tradition or move away from the traditions, rituals, and customs, especially in urban and metropolitan cities. Traditions, rituals, customs. For example, I'll give you an example, it becomes easier for you to understand. Now, because of these traditions, rituals, and customs, how do they affect marketing or marketing decisions? Definitely, these traditions, rituals, and customs which are there in India, especially, which where we celebrate lot of festivals, traditions, and customs. Say in the festival season of Ganesh Chaturthi, Deepavali, Dasehra, what happens is there is an increased demand for certain items, and hence what happens is we have to supply these type items heavily on these at various locations on these times. So companies, especially the paint industry, for example, Asian Paints, Berger Paints, and Nerolac Paints, all this paint industry will be geared up for this festive season. Many people paint their houses during festivals. So what happens is there is an increased demand for these items during festival season. Why? Because people follow lot of traditions, lot of rituals, lot of customs in India, and hence it affects the way they demand the product or they expect the product to be. For example, the demand for vermilion, that is sindoor or kumkum, goes up during the festival season in India, especially starting from August, September, October, November, December. So these are the season where the demand for vermilion may go up, and you have to be ready for this. So this is how traditions, rituals, and customs affect our marketing. But what we are seeing is there is a shift in these traditions, rituals, and customs, especially in metropolitan cities, and there are new traditions that are coming up. So what happens is, how do these affect our marketing? That is what you have to understand, and based upon understanding, your understanding, you have to be ready for these changes in advance. The next factor that we are studying today is the technological factor. Now, what is technological factor? Technological forces form a crucial influence in macro environment. They relate to the factors that create forces of new technologies, creating new products and market opportunities. So what happens is, these are the technology. We know that technology is never constant. It keeps on changing over time. Rapid, it has a very fast pace. It has a very rapid pace, especially in mobile industry. If you see, one mobile phone is launched very quickly, within 5 to 6 months. The uh, things, the attributes, the features that it is gives to the public, to the customers, it is completely different. And new things are given every 6 months, 8 months, 10 months. There, that is why there are very high research and development budgets for especially products which are high on technology like mobile phones. So what happens is, because technology is fast changing, your competitors are coming up with upgraded models. You will be forced to come up with upgraded models. People do not want keypad phones these days. They want smartphones. Everyone wants smartphone, touchscreen phones. So you have to always provide touchscreen phones. In today's world, you cannot market, or at least not for the youngsters, you cannot market dial pad or touch, sorry, this keypad phones, what we call. So what you need is, you have to always come up with technology that is up to date, what people expect from you. That kind of technology you have to provide. The technology however should be easy to use also, and technically feasible. Also we see that, because you are providing high end or high technology products, you are constantly upgrading your technology. You have to invest a lot of amount into your research and development wing. That is, your research and development budgets have to be high. You have to always concentrate on minor improvements or continuous improvements. Your improvement should be continuous, and even the minor things keep on improving and updating yourself. And what happens is, slowly as you keep on updating minor things, it one day it turns up into a big change that you have done from previous maybe 1 year or 2 years. Whatever you have done doing these minor changes, these all add up and become a very big change. You have to always look at the effect of technology on society and marketing, how marketing is changing. Now you might have come across Instagram. If you are using Instagram, you might be very interested in one thing. See, whatever you are searching on Google, or Google search box you are putting, similar ads are coming on your Instagram page also. How do Instagram know that you are searching for a particular thing on Google? For example, if you are searching for an item XYZ, this item, on Google search engine, Instagram provides you ad for such kind of things. Similarly, Amazon also. Amazon, for instance, if you search for certain item on Amazon, whenever you are surfing any Google site, down a scroll might come, which is an ad of Amazon showing all the possible products that you have either searched or which you are likely to purchase related to those items. So, what is happening is, technology is changing, personalized advertising is increasing, and using this technology, you can use this information and help to market your products. Also, one more important thing is, you have to assess the technology, what is there with you currently, what is the technology that is available in the world right now, the updated technology, whether it is feasible for you or your company to upgrade your technology with the up-to-date technology. And also you have to assess whether your customers are ready to use the updated technology. Many times what may happen is, with higher end technology or updated technology, your product becomes little complicated, and your existing user base, if they are not ready to use this complicated version of your product, they may refuse to purchase from you. So you have to assess your technology, what is the best level of technology, or the optimum level of technology that you have to use, that you have to understand before updating your technology. So these are some of the issues that you have to understand about socio-cultural and technological thing. With this, we would like to stop in today's lecture. We end today's lecture here itself. If there are any doubts regarding today's lecture about socio-cultural and technological, you can always contact us and ask your doubts.